How are we doing? What is up? You fine people. How are we doing tonight? How are we doing? Let me know if my mic is too loud. Sometimes it is. Sometimes it is. Sometimes it is. Wait, what? Yet I find the repeating What's up, OTTK? What's up, Gooseman? What's up, Charlie? Welcome to the stream, y'all. Welcome to the stream. How are we doing, y'all? How are we doing? Mike's good. Okay, great. It's not too loud. It's not too quiet or anything. We're great. We're good. We're chilling. My mic sounds fine. Okay, great, 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 great. I got a Sunny D here, chat, to help me get throughout this chill stream. I've had a great day today. I mean, no homework from school, which is great. You know. What's up, RTWG Stormrammer? Welcome to the stream, dude. Yeah, we're chilling tonight. We're just doing a variety of stuff. But real quickly, let's go ahead and get straight into the severe weather briefing. Whoa, I just screwed that up so bad. What am I doing today? I'm chilling. Chilling, man. Mainly just chill stream, doing a bunch of other stuff. And mainly just other stuff. But let's go ahead and do our severe weather briefing for just across the United States of America here, because I know a lot of people are under any kind of warning today. So just go ahead and go over everything today. So let's go ahead and start off with our severe weather for today. Our day one convective outlook. We have a big slight risk and effect for a lot of the southeast coast, or a lot of the south part of the east coast here. So stretching from parts of Florida all the way up through the east coast of Georgia into South Carolina into North Carolina. This event has been going on throughout most of the day, and it's kind of overperformed in the terms of tornadic potential and stuff. We've actually seen quite a few confirmed tornadoes today, including one that touched down near Fort Braden, Florida. Um, and RTWG Stormrammer in there, he drove down there and he surveyed some of the damage in that area, and it looked like it wasn't that significant, but just some tree damage mainly. But I'm just going off of those photos there. Your state's been chill. That's great, dude. That's great. You have homework. That sucks, dude. But yeah, we have a big slight risk and effect today for a lot of this area. So this is a level 2 out of 5. So which means I'll explain the risk. I'll explain risks later. But a slight risk is mainly just a slight risk of severe weather. I mean, there's a pretty good chance that there's going to be severe weather. But I mean, this has already happened. This event's already kind of dying down, so we're good right now. Yeah, you're surveying the damage out there. But our tornado threat right now is kind of increased down here in the southern portion of the risk area here, especially in Florida and southeast Georgia. Here we have a 5% in effect here for a lot of the southeast portion of Georgia here, stretching, and then we have a large 2% area stretching all the way up into North Carolina, South Carolina, all these areas here. So there is still a brief tornado threat for a lot of these areas here as time progresses onward tonight. Yeah, wind overperformed in North Carolina for sure. We actually did have a destructive severe thunderstorm warning over here in North Carolina earlier. And that was pretty concerning, chat. That was pretty concerning. We saw that earlier. I may ask, if you haven't liked the stream already, please do so we can push the stream out to more people. Plus, it is very much appreciated. But anyways, yeah, our wind threat is a 15%. But this honestly should have been increased to a 15% SIG in North Carolina, because we did have that 80 mile per hour wind threat there. We did have that 80 mile per hour windstorm there wreak havoc. We don't really know anything about damage reports or anything like that, but sheesh. Oof. But yeah, that's what we got going on right now. I'm gonna go ahead and real quickly because I know a lot of people. I need to do this in a lot of my streams more, but often. But I'm gonna go ahead and put my PayPal in the description, or I'm just gonna put my PayPal in the chat here. So just give me a second. And that's only if you want to donate. That's only if you want to donate, chat. But I'm gonna go ahead and put my PayPal in the chat. I'm on my other account right now. I'm typing it on my other account, but you'll see it pop up there. I'm gonna actually just pin that if I can. Wait, what the heck? Why can I not pin that? Oh wait, I'm on my wrong. Ooh, I'm on the wrong one, chat. Stupid me. Stupid me. There we go. Hopefully that. Yo, I want to pin the message. I don't want to open it. Let me pin it. Jesus, I hate this. Never mind. I guess I'm not going to do that. It's fine. It's fine. It's going offshore. Yeah, it's going offshore. Definitely. Definitely, chat. Definitely going offshore. Definitely going offshore here pretty soon. So don't worry about that. But yeah, so mainly just a wind threat right now. Hail threat, it doesn't exist right now. But there was actually golf ball size hail with that storm, with those 80-mile-per-hour wind gusts in North Carolina. But, you know, whoa, I'm a little congested today, chat. It sucks. It sucks, chat. I'm congested as all can be today. But yeah, so anyway, scattered severe storms are expected this afternoon across parts of northern Florida and southeastern Georgia to the eastern Carolinas. This event has overall kind of overperformed today, I would say, because we've seen quite a few tornadoes, especially in the Florida Panhandle and Georgia. Um, and we've already still got some storms going on still, but we'll get to that in a little bit. But let's go ahead and get to day 2 forecast because we're also talking about this area. So for tomorrow, April 8th, 2025, we don't got anything going on really for any severe weather, which is great. We love to see that severe weather's gone. We have a couple general thunderstorm risk areas for Florida, northern Wyoming, southern Montana, just the northwest here, but nothing crazy. Isolated strong storms, blah blah blah. Nothing much to worry about. I will not be live. I'm not going to be live tomorrow for that event, but I probably will do a lot more other stuff tomorrow. And then 2 days from now, we still have general thunderstorm risks, but my mic was off, chat. I didn't even realize. Okay, we're back. Sorry about that, chat. Sorry about that. Sorry about that. My mic was off, chat. But yeah, as I was saying, elevated fire weather outlook. Ugh. Elevated fire weather risk here for Central Florida. Nothing too much to worry about. Just if something does happen, I have watch duty pulled up here, so we can go ahead and check it out in a little bit. What's up, Weston? Welcome to the stream, dude. Welcome to the stream, dude. And then we also have a day 2 fire weather outlook. We have a big elevated risk here for a lot of western Nebraska here, northeast Colorado, and those areas there. Nothing too much to worry about there. We have a nothing too much as well for the next week or so for fire weather. But we do still have a tornado watch in effect for some portions of southeast Georgia here into southern South Carolina here. What's up, Henry? Welcome to the stream. How you doing? But yeah, we still have a tornado watch in effect here. Yeah, so please take any necessary precautions if anything does happen here in that area. Just have a plan in place. And that will expire 6 p.m. Eastern time, so that probably has already expired. But the severe thunderstorm watch for eastern North Carolina and northeast South Carolina won't expire until 10 p.m. Eastern time, and that mainly is a wind threat. That mainly is a wind threat, and as well as the threat for a tornado or two possible. So we're talking about threat for tornadoes as well over here in eastern North Carolina. We need to keep an eye on that as well. You're trying to find a good stick outside. 8 likes on the stream. Wow, guys, thank you guys so much for the support on the stream. It's great. You're so sick right now, Weston. That's not good, man. God, I love Sunny D's. But yes, anyway, that's what we got going on there. Nothing other than that. We've had a few storm reports today. Okay, hold on. That's not what I wanted. Yes, this is what I wanted. So here are the storm reports from today, chat. We've had quite a handful of tornado reports. We've had 2, but I can tell you we've had quite a few confirmed tornadoes today, and a lot of wind reports today. We had a tornado report come from Dallas County, Alabama. An EF1 tornado was confirmed by NWS meteorologists affecting the area near 6 Mile Creek east of Sardis. And then we also had a tornado in Barber County, Alabama, near Boot Hill. An EF0 tornado was confirmed in the Star Hill Road area of Barber County, max wind 60 miles per hour, so a very weak tornado. And then lots of unknown wind speeds. Whoa! Uh-oh. So in Muskogee County, Georgia, we had a really significant damaging wind event here. Multiple trees down at Bull Creek Golf Course in Midland, Georgia. 2 fatalities occurred from fallen trees while the victims were seeking shelter. Uh-oh. That is so sad. We hate to see that. RIP to those who have passed away during that event. We hate to see that. You ready for severe weather here in northeast Oklahoma? I'm ready for severe weather in southwest Kansas, dude. But wow, this is crazy. I did not expect this. I did not expect seeing fatalities here from damaging winds. That's not good. I do remember you, Chase Ronaldo. I do. Let's see what else we got. Just mainly a bunch of trees down and stuff like that. So I mean, wait, this is for. Oh, that was for yesterday. Those are the storm reports from yesterday. Sorry, chat. But yeah, those are the storm reports from yesterday. Here are the storm reports from today. We've had actually 3 tornado reports and 36 wind reports and 1 hail report. In total, 40 total reports. Here are our tornado reports from today. Grady County, Georgia. Grady County Sheriff's Facebook page shows a home destroyed and numerous pine trees snapped in the vicinity of New Hope Road and Ackridge Road. Okay, hold on. Wait, what? How? I wonder if we can look this up, chat. I wonder if we can actually see what that looks like. Ooh. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Can I play Twisted? Yeah, in a little bit. I can for sure later tonight, for sure. About that tornado in Georgia. Yeah, so this was in Grady County, Georgia. Grady County, Georgia. You can see it right here. I pulled up the post. mainly looks like tree damage, chat. I'm gonna go ahead and save these. I'll post these in the Discord later. But yeah, tree damage. Mainly looks like, and then wow. Um. Pretty. Pretty concerning damage here. From a tornado earlier today. In Grady County, Georgia. Home. Looks like a home. Uh, destroyed completely. I don't know if this was a home or a barn of some sort. But wow, that is significant damage. Significant damage. Yeah, wow. All right, see you later, Weston. But yeah, I mean, significant phone. Come on, man. Don't do this to me. Do I have to make an account, chat? I don't want to make an account. Okay, we're good. But yeah, significant tornado damage here. Looks like at least high-end EF1 to me. Maybe low-end EF2. Yeah, that's crazy damage. And then another picture here showing some more tornado damage from earlier today. Just mainly same area, I think, and then some more snapped trees and stuff like that. But yeah, this seemed like a strong tornado, guys. This seemed like a strong tornado. Welcome Ian into the chat. What's up, Ian? But yeah, more damage there. Wow. Whoa. That's insane. That is crazy. All right, sounds good, man. Let me know what you see, dude. Near the okay, so this is another tornado report from Colquitt County, Georgia. Near the intersection of Lower Meigs Road and Monroe-Jackson Road, there were 2 homes with major damage. Major damage. One other affected home, a couple of barns destroyed. Whoa. I wonder if I can find out if that. I wonder if I can find out what that. If I can find out what that damage is from. Okay, so that was from Colquitt County, Georgia. Colquitt County, Georgia. Maybe? Okay, this was the one. Here was the warning. This was the actual observed warning from the tornado. But okay, this is not that tornado. Never mind. Okay. Welcome back, Weston. But I'm trying to find another. I'm trying to find pictures of this tornado that happened in Colquitt County. I'm not seeing a lot, chat. I'm not seeing a lot, unfortunately. Yeah, I'm awaiting damage pictures, but there was major damage, supposedly. Major damage. That's not what we like to hear, you know. And then another tornado report from Leon County, Florida. Pine trees snapped along the side of Thomasville Road, south of County Road 12. Tops of trees thrown across the highway. This was associated with a radar-indicated tornado warning, probably. Wow. And then these were the wind reports. Wonder where that. Huh. Yeah, shout out Chase Ronaldo. He's a W. He's a goat, man. He's a goat. All right, I gotta figure out where Pitt, North Carolina. Okay, here we go. Trees down, tree up. Later, dude. See you later, Ian. Good luck at your hockey game, dude. Good luck at your hockey game, bro. But yeah, those were the storm reports from today so far. And then something else to note. Um, okay, chat. What should we take a look at now? Let's take a look at radar. We haven't taken a look at radar in a while. Severe thunderstorm warning just issued. Let's take a look at the actual radar, chat. What's up, Sam? Did not notice you were live? Dude, how not, dude? See you later, Ian. Severe thunderstorm warning just issued. Yeah, I'll go ahead and check that. I'll check that out. Just gonna check that out, chat. Let's go ahead and open up Radar Omega here. Your power just went out. That's not good, dude. That's not good, man. But anyways, we did just get a severe thunderstorm warning for our storm down here in Georgia. We've had quite a few of these today. Severe thunderstorm warning in effect for Pierce County, Brantley County, and Ware County, Georgia. This is, it does have the Tor possible tag. And 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts. This will be moving up towards Waycross and Blackshear, Georgia. It's moving pretty quickly. I mean, it's moving at 50 miles per hour. Crazy contamination. Ooh, yeah. Welcome back, OTCK. Welcome back. Yeah, crazy contamination. Yeah, guys. I mean, our rotation is most likely hail contaminated right now, chat. Our rotation will probably, it's probably this right here. I would probably say this is our rotation right here, just to the southwest. Maybe. I'm not sure. Not entirely sure. I mean, I absolutely could be. So our rotation is probably just southwest of Waycross right now. Entering that area, or entering that general area there. Please keep an eye out on this storm here. This is concerning. But it's, thankfully, you know, we've had, jeez. This is contamination, guys. Do not worry. This is not a tornado on the ground. This is just strong contamination. Yeah, there is. I mean, there's rotation with it, but it's not as strong as you think it is. But yeah, there definitely is rotation with it, especially. I mean, there's rotation kind of all along this line, but it's pretty broad, if you know what I mean. But we'll keep an eye on it for sure. It's a strong storm. We've also got some storms moving up here into eastern Georgia as well, or just mainly southeast Georgia. These storms are rotating as well, but very weakly and very broadly, so I don't really think we should worry about them right now. There's like some rotation with it, but not so much. Yeah, I just read that. I just read that. What in the world? Okay, Buster, we got a tornado warning. What? 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 Okay, maybe that isn't contamination. Maybe I'm just stupid. Maybe I'm just stupid, chat. Maybe that's not contamination. Maybe we're all stupid, chat. Maybe that's just not contamination. I'm just kidding. That is so highlighting the contamination, though. I mean, I would just about bet that our rotation is south of Waycross, but the radar is thinking it's way stronger than it is. The National Weather Service is saying that it's way stronger than it is. Yeah, it's contamination and inflow. Yeah, I know it's contamination. I know it's contamination. Don't worry. I know it's contamination. I just know that this is rotating right here, but it's not as strong as is what it's portraying as. Our rotation is most likely back here somewhere, like towards here. You know, I'm not really sure. Davis is not bald yet. Agreed, Sam. Very much agreed. It's not contamination. Okay, I was just making sure. Okay, so this is Okay. Oh wow. Okay. Okay, guys. This is going on right now. Yeah, broke the streak of not having a warning for 6 hours, chat. But anyways, we have a tornado warning in effect here for Pierce, Brantley, and Ware County, Georgia. Please get to your safe spot if you're in Blackshear, Waycross, Human, Homestead, Otter Creek, Owen. Down the line, if you're near Screven, Patterson, Jessup, just please be aware. There's a big storm coming towards you. Yeah, we're not stupid. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding, guys. But anyways, this is what we got going on. It's a pretty strong rotation to the southeast of Waycross. It's very broad, but the thing is, it's strong. It's strong rotation, but it's broad. That is a strong storm, chat. Do I know how to look at who my mods are? I know who my mods are, but I can look at them. Yeah, I know how to look at who my mods are for sure. There's somebody in this storm. Like, I wonder, like Michael Goddard. Is this guy live or is this is this guy chasing right now? What? I also noticed we have some rotation here up here near Jessup. Wait, is that rotation near Jessup? Yeah, we got some rotation north of Jessup as well. I mean, it's not super broad. I mean, it's there for sure, but it's kind of contaminated, or it's just getting really far away from the radar. Let's take a better look at that on radar. Yeah, I mean, it's there for sure. Yeah, it's rotating. Welcome into the chat, Aurora. I need to see how to look at them. Very, very windy in a traffic cam in Waycross. Whoa. Whoa, chat. Whoa. This is super broad, but strong rotation. That's strong rotation, chat. Yeah, your ability to find traffic cameras, Sam, is crazy. I can't do that. Like, I can't find traffic cams for the life of me, chat. I can't find traffic cameras. I don't know why I can't. But anyways, we've got a pretty concerning situation unfolding here near Blackshear and Waycross, Georgia. We got a pretty isolated storm here, and it's spinning quite a bit. Wow. Oh my. Please tell me that's contaminated. Okay. Pull some cams will help you out. If you give me the link to the actual, holy crap. Oh my god. Okay, if you give me the link to the actual website you're viewing the cameras on, I will pull it up. I will pull it up on stream. Wow, this is a big storm, guys. This is a big storm. I don't know, man. You might. I think if you're still in Florida, I don't think you'll be able to catch it, man. Where's Fort Braden? Like down here somewhere? Yeah, it's gonna. You're. I don't know, man. You're gonna be heading towards it. It's gonna be heading away from you at that point. Yeah, I know. This is kind of mainly contaminated up here near Blackshear. This is not that. This right here is the main rotation. This right here is not. Easy to tell. And one way to tell that is by going by on previous scans. See this right here, that right there is the original rotation here, and then kicks back up, and then it kind of shifts to the north a little bit. But yeah, that's how you can tell, chat. It won't send. That's fine. It's fine. What happened, Chase? What happened? But anyways, yeah, we need to worry about that for sure. That's a big storm there. Ooh, we have some rotation developing just to the south of this storm as well. I mean, just all along this line, we have little pockets of rotation. So we got some rotation near Hopkins. Hopkins, Georgia, we need to keep an eye on as well. You're going to try your best to catch it? All right, let me know, dude. Let me know how that goes. It's a little far away, but I believe in you, dude. I believe in you. Hopefully, this is the last tornado warning of the day, because we've seen too many of them. We've seen too many of them, chat. Wow. Okay. Wowzers. Oh, wow. That's actually legitimately the rotation. Okay. Wow. That is strong rotation, guys. That's strong. It might be a little uh, less stronger than how it's being presented on radar, but this is still a very impressive um, kind of velocity signature. Wow, that is kind of crazy. That's kind of crazy, dude. So this right now, the rotation is just south of UMan. Wow. Um, what in the world, guys? Wow, that is a big storm. That's a big storm there, guys. Wow. There's very strong winds. Had to be a chaser instead of a surveyor. Let me know how it goes, dude. But right now, the rotation is moving up just south of Blackshear right now. Um, yeah, I mean, this is pretty concerning. I mean, this is pretty concerning. Oh, and they did just shorten that warning. Still radar indicated. That's good. We love to see that. But there's still a very strong rotating storm here east of Waycross. I'm no CC drop. It doesn't seem like yet. We don't have a CC drop yet. But yeah, pretty strong rotation. Yeah. No, you're good, Jesse. I understand, dude. No CC yet. I mean, this is still rotating pretty strong, and actually, that's an uptick in strength on the latest scan there. Are you doing homework? Ah, that's an L, dude. What are you doing homework on, dude? It's not debris, most likely hell. No, he wasn't looking at he wasn't even looking at this. This is just it's also just contamination, dude. But yeah, well, it doesn't even line up with the velocity couplet. You can tell. It doesn't even line up with the couplet. You can tell. But yeah, we've had quite a few confirmed tornadoes today, and hopefully this one doesn't drop. But I mean, it's isolated. It's an isolated storm, and honestly, it's been rotating for quite a while. Film studies. Dang, dude. Hope your homework goes good, dude. But anyways, yeah. So strong rotation to the southeast of Blackshear. Please get in your safe spot if you're in Otter Creek, Owen. If you're still in your if you're still in your safe spot in Waycross, give it a couple more minutes and then you're good to come out. The storm is still kind of going up to your northeast, but just give it a few more minutes and then you're safe to come out of your safe spot. But if you're in Homestead or Blackshear or Otter Creek, please just stay in your safe spot for a little longer. As the storm is still pretty strong right now, and it's right now it's not showing any signs of slowing down. Do I know Marshmallow? Yeah, he's a DJ, I think. Correct me if I'm wrong. Tossing on the warning beacons on top of the truck. You have warning beacons, dude? What? That's sick. Might be some rotation set. Yeah, I literally noted that right now. Schlatterville? Schlatterville? What? Yeah, it is. I noticed. Because we are pretty far away from radar. Or we're not super far away from radar, but we are a pretty hefty distance away from radar. So if we look at different tilts in the velocities, we can tell. It's like this is a different tilt here. Yeah, it still shows a pretty strong signature there east of Blackshear. What? Yeah, I just said that. No, this is legit. This is legit the couplet, man. This is legit what's happening southeast of Blackshear. What? Here's your reflectivity. Do you want the tilts? No, probably not. What is high-res reflectivity tilts, bro? Who uses that? How fast is it moving? Probably moving northeast at about 45 to 50 miles per hour. The warning's actually tagged with 60 miles per hour. Okay, but the actual... Okay, new tornado warning. They extended it. New tornado warning for Pierce County, Brantley County, and Wayne County, Georgia. Still moving northeast at 60 miles per hour, but now a very large, broader area here. So if you're in Manningtown, O'Neill, McKinnon, Sunhill, Broadhurst, jeez, Hortense, Needmore, Fendig, Trudy, all these areas out here, get to your safe spot. Of course, Jesse. I did notice that new warning. But yeah, big storm here near Blackshear. Latest. What? Okay. That's that. Um. That has to be a little contaminated. Like, there's no way. I either this is um like imminent or I don't know what we're looking at here. But this down here is definitely contaminated. Actually, no, probably not. I lied. Yeah, it's kind of weird, but we could have some rotation developing to the south of Blackshear as well. We'll keep an eye on it, but wow, I mean, what in the world? Just strong rotation? Yeah, that's basically it. Just strong rotation. And I mean, it kind of died down a little bit on the latest scan, but still strong rotation either way. Dude, if you're in Florida, like Fort Braden, Florida, I don't think you're getting to this, dude. I'm sorry. It's heading northeast at 60 miles per hour. Hold on, shit. I have to sneeze. I have to sneeze. Oh god. Whoa. Jesus. Okay. We're done. We're good. We're fixed. Luckily, the speed limit on this road is 60, or I would be effed. Understood. Understood. So this warning continues for about the next 27 minutes. Not getting there without a felony speeding charge. Yeah, you might need a jet, dude. You might need a jet. Okay. Okay, I did not fully eat that Sour Patch Kid, and it kind of hurt my throat. Um, okay, this is contaminated a little bit. It's still there. I mean, it's still strong rotation, but it's also right next to the actual, like, the part of the storm that would be getting the, what am I trying to say? Inflow. There we go. It's just a little contaminated right now, but I mean, it's still strong rotate. It's still rotating. Like chat, it's still rotating. It's still strong rotation, but it's not as strong as previously thought, you know? But it's still there. It's still rotating quite a bit. Thankfully, we haven't seen a CC drop, which is great. We love to see that. Honestly, with some of these southernmost storms here, I mean, like there's some rotation over here north of Fargo. Okay, never mind. That's in the inflow slot. Okay. We got some rotation here west of Fort Stewart near Pembroke. That's still in, yeah, that's still in Georgia. I'm on what radar site I'm on? I'm on Gillisonville, or I'm just the Savannah, Georgia radar. So we got a storm over here southwest of Pembroke, rotating a little bit. It's rotating a little bit. There's also just a lot of areas along this line that are rotating actually quite a bit. Like looky here. Looky here. And sure, some of these areas are contaminated for sure, but I mean there is rotation here. And they just issue a big special weather statement for those storms for wind gusts up to 50 miles per hour. Maybe the X-Jays will make it there. Let's go and check up on our new or our tornado warning. Yeah, it's still spinning, chat. Honestly, I was hoping to do some like actual. I was hoping to do What was I trying to say? Hold on, chat. I'm gonna go get my charger, my phone charger. My phone's at like 13%. Boom! Boom! LeBron. Oh gosh. Did Scott donate again? Yeah, he donated last night. He donated 116 bucks, chat. Scott donated 116 bucks. Oh god. Yeah, if you were there for the great chill stream of last night, you could have seen that great moment when Scott donated 120 bucks. Yeah, but I was planning on this just being a chill stream. But clearly, Mother Nature has different plans, and that's fine. Let's just go ahead and cover this. But whew, this is contaminated out the core. Nah, it's still rotating. It's still rotating. It's pretty strong rotation somewhere in here, but a lot of this is contamination right now. But it is still rotating quite a bit. Don't be fooled. This is quite a bit of. I mean, there's quite a bit of contamination here, but like over here, that's our actual rotation. Like over there, south of Patterson, that would be where our actual rotation would be in the storm right now. Yeah, what's up, Pete? Welcome to the stream, Pete. How are we doing, Pete? But yeah, if you're in Manningtown, O'Neill, McKinnon, Hortense, Needmore, Fendig, please get to your safe spot. What's up, Pete? Blood. Bloodwood. Wait, did I trip out? Wait, what the heck? What? Oh, wait. Oh, wait. Never mind. It's starting to ramp back up down here on the south side again. Ah! Chat, it's been a long day at school today, but it's been a good day. It's been a good day. It's been a great day today, actually. But I'm just chilling, doing good, Roman. Emotional but great chill stream last night, dude. It was crazy. It's crazy. Orangeburg, South Carolina. Let me be the whole guy that I got you. Hold on. Um, where at specifically? Like, okay, like over here towards Branchville and Reevesville, yeah. I mean, it's rotating a little bit over here towards Reevesville, south of Bowman. Not a crazy ton, but something to keep an eye on for sure. But nothing too crazy. Nothing too crazy yet. Let's go back down to our tour warning. Blood. East of that, wait, what? Was I on the one that you were talking about? I'm sure this is the thing you're talking about. Guess who's back? It's Jay. Jay's the goat spammer. Dude, Sam was fast acting, dude. Look at him, man. Look at Sam. Sheesh, this is a strong velocity scan. See, like that scan was contaminated, this scan, and now it's kind of like it's still strong. Like on the south side of the store, it's still strong. It's still rotating quite a bit. I'm surprised this hasn't touched down yet, but it might just be super broad rotation, but it doesn't appear that way on velocities. It looks pretty, I mean, like, it looks pretty strong, but not super, like, it doesn't look intense or anything, but it's just strong rotation. Now I know he's on the list of timeouts. Yeah, for sure. But low-key, he's kind of an OG. If you think about it, he's been an OG longer than a lot of the people in chat right now. If you think about it, he's been an OG longer than a lot of you folks. I'm kidding. You're back, Henry. Welcome back, Henry. CC. This would probably be a good time to check for CC. Nope. Not yet. Not anything indicative of CC drop yet. Nothing I can really rule out. Sheesh, man. That is strong. I mean, that's strong rotation. For sure. Yeah, no, it's not. I mean, no, I wouldn't say so. I don't think that's a CC drop, but we'll have to wait for more scans to come in. But in my opinion, this is not a tornado debris signature. Not yet, at least. I mean, I would love to see how this storm looks like out in front. Like I would assume that it's kind of like a situation where It's a very large wall cloud kind of situation, and it's just rotating. Yeah. Yeah, no, this is not on the ground yet. Not on the ground yet. The Val the Valdosta radar is out. Isn't that the one? Yeah, this one. Don't even know what happened to it, to be honest. We'll keep an eye on it. It's pretty concerning. I mean, it is. We'll just keep an eye on it. Last scan was at 9 a.m. Eastern time, bro. We're up to 14 likes on the stream. Thank you guys so much for all the support. Really appreciate it. You guys have been great this stream. You guys have been great. Thankfully we're reaching out to a lot more people now since, I'm starting to low-key kind of blow up. We're at the park W. Hold on, real quick. It's cold. Sorry about that. It's nice and warm out today. It's 40 and windy. That's not good. That's not good. Let's go back up to our big severe thunderstorm warning here, east of Orangeburg, South Carolina. This does have a tour possible tag on it because there are kind of a lot of little areas along here. Like look at this, look at this, east of Ellery. It's a very broad area of rotation, but it could try and kind of come together here west of Somerton if it really wants to. It could if it really wants to, guys. Oh, wait. Is this a new radar? Oh, wait, they might have fixed their radar, chat. Told you guys. Yeah, rotation's still here near Hortense. Yep. New tornado warning. They just issued a new extension. So this is for northwestern Glenn County, Brantley County, and Wayne County, Georgia. This will be until 8 p.m. Eastern. Jeez. So if you were in Lower Sansevilla, Alta, Maha Park, Gardy, and Paradise Park, get your safe spot. We've got a tornado warning for these spots here. Still some pretty decent rotation here. But we need to get you guys to your safe spots there because we still have a tornado warning in effect here. Guys, we're at, wow, 16 likes on the stream. Thank you guys so much for the support. Really appreciate it. Thank you guys so much for all the support right now. Trying my best out here. I kind of planned on this being a chill stream, and I will after when this tornado warning expires, or something like that, or rotation ceases to exist. Radar kind of fixed. Yeah. I mean, I was right. I mean, it's still strong rotation, like strong for this actual kind of area, but we just need to still keep an eye on it for sure. For sure, it's still something we need to keep an eye on. Just keep an eye on it, chat. We'll keep an eye on it. There's that new scan, chat. Nothing yet. for anything like CC or anything. So this hasn't really dropped yet, which is great news. That's great news. Guys, I am super congested today. I don't know why I can't breathe through my nose. Kind of weird, but I don't know, chat. Maybe it's just me. Maybe it's just me, chat. We still need to keep an eye on correlation coefficient because, you know, something could happen at any moment with this. You need more and Fendig. It's definitely something to keep an eye out for sure. Absolutely. What is that? Is that a fire? Okay, I'm getting off topic. What are we doing? Get back to the tornado. Speaking of fires, what we got going on in watch duty right now? Whoa, what was this? Seems like there was a pretty big fire in Colorado a little bit ago. Highway 160 in Los Animas County, 2,270 acres. Wow. They would not do that. But you can see the hot spots. I mean, this fire is still burning, or it has been contaminated, or it's been contained. Sorry, why did I say contaminated? Uh, why did I say that? But anyways, that's other stuff we got going on right now. There's actually a big fire. Sorry, that's not a big fire. That's like 2 acres. We've got a large hotspot on the Sugarloaf fire here in Arizona, or sorry, New Mexico. I'm stupid, chat. Ooh, wait. Chud. Do we have camera view on this fire here? Do we have camera view? We do. It's really kind of blurry though. Foggy. It's foggy as can be, chat. Do you want to Discord call me? Are you in the Discord server? If you're in the Discord server, then of course. But later, probably, when I'm done with streaming, or when I'm done with the actual coverage of everything. Okay, let's get back to radar. We'll just get something to keep our minds off of it, and then we'll go back to radar and see what's up. Ooh. So right now the rotation is just north of Needmore, Georgia right now, and it's still pretty strong. Still pretty strong. Still something we absolutely need to keep an eye out on. That is absolutely doodly something we need to keep an eye out on. Also, just noticed we have a bunch of storms starting to fire up west of Jacksonville as well. Rotation is kind of dying down. Yeah, kind of. Sort of, kind of, somewhat, I would say. Let's go back to our storm in Orangeburg, because I remember it was trying to rotate. It's really trying up here near Somerton, for sure. It's broad, but it's really trying up there. I'm convinced that this hasn't dropped a tornado, so that's good. Yeah, definitely not. Definitely not so far. But I figure after actual coverage, we can get into the actual. I want to do a pretty in-depth dive of the previous tornado outbreaks that have happened. We'll go into pretty decent depth of everything. Yeah, chat. This is kind of dying out a little bit. Okay, this is kind of dying out. Rotation is starting to significantly weaken, which is great. We'll love to see it. We love to see that. Sorry, chat. I'm checking stuff. Boom. Yeah, it's starting to die down quite a bit. Great news. That's great news, chat. That's great news. We love to hear that. Honestly, should I? I don't know. I'm gonna go ahead and hop into what I was wanting to do earlier, and then I will, if something, I'll have Radar Omega pulled up on a other tab. If something does happen, please let me know, and I will go back straight into coverage. But this, I mean, it's starting to look a lot weaker. What's up, Country Ball? Welcome to the stream, Country Ball. Welcome to the stream. But yeah, what I was wanting to do is I was wanting to go through. What's up? Is I was wanting to go through some of the past tornado outbreaks of, you know, mainly just this year, and I want to look at just kind of. I just want to kind of go in depth of the tornado outbreaks this year and just kind of get your opinions on everybody or everybody's yeah, just get everybody. Yeah, but yeah, we're gonna go over that. We're gonna go over some of the pretty significant tornado outbreaks we've had so far this year. Starting with our previous one, the previous one. Tornado outbreak of April 2nd through 7th, 2025. So this is currently still kind of ongoing. Not really. It's not really happening still, but 78 tornadoes confirmed so far, chat. That is a lot of tornadoes to be confirmed. This number will rise quite a bit. This has been going on for 4 days. Highest tornadic winds have been 165 miles per hour. We'll get into that later. Yeah, hopefully it's allowed to expire. I mean, I'm not seeing a lot. I'm not seeing anything crazy on velocities that show me that it should stay. But yeah, we're gonna go ahead and hop straight into the actual kind of. We're just gonna go over some of the tornadoes and stuff and get everybody's opinions on stuff about that. But anyways, let's talk about April 2nd. Ba-ba-boom. So April 2nd, we had that big high risk in effect. Had that big high risk. Was this? Wait, was this for? No, this was for the third. No, this is for the second. Wait, what? You might go left for a chill stream as well. W. You should do it. But yeah, we had a high risk in effect, which is a level 5 out of 5. That's very rare. You rarely ever see that. You rarely ever see that. But we did have our first kind of intense tornado was on April 2nd. It was the EF3 that happened in Nevada, Missouri, or near Potosi, Missouri. And we can go ahead and kind of just look up. We can just kind of pull up damage pictures and stuff like that. Gosh dang it, chat! I'm super congested right now. Jeez, guys. God, I sound like horrible. I sound horrible. But anyways, the EF3 Potosi, Missouri tornado. This is the first intense tornado of the outbreak. It touched down south of Berryman. We can actually pull up the path. Let's go to damage assessment toolkit because it shows the most previous stuff. If that makes sense. Okay, yeah. Yeah, we want that, chat. We want that. Submit. Is this it? This is the tornado. Wait, is this? That's not the tornado. Wait. This is the tornado. Yeah, Potosi. Going live in 5 minutes. All right, see you later, Sam. They just canceled the tour warning. Yep, they just did. Thankfully, but we'll keep that up there. But anyways, here's the path of the Potosi, Missouri tornado. This is the first intense tornado of the outbreak. As you can see, it started down here south of Berryman. Okay, let me pull up all my other stuff that I need to. Google Earth and stuff like that. I'm gonna need to pull up Google Earth and stuff like that for all of this, but anyways, it touched down here near Berryman. It caused some EF0 damage. Looks like. Can I read it? Thank you. Yeah, EF0 trees uprooted. So just looked like it caused some EF0 damage along this road here, Gobbler's Knob Road. What kind of road name is that, dude? And then it kind of went up through Kaufman Hollow, went up near Camp Lakewood, went straight through the town of Floyd, doing EF1 damage here. There's a couple indicators here. We got a 100 trunk snapped from a tree there, and then also you got another trunk snapped, and then trunk snapped. So 3 EF1 damage indicators along FS Road 2438 there, and then another EF1 EF1 damage indicator near Floyd. This was 107 mile per hour wind speed. Report trunk snapped, and these were what 100. So this was 107. So by the time it entered Floyd, it was a 107 mile per hour tornado. And then it went up through here and it hit this thing along Floyd Tower Road. Trunk snapped. Wait, they have a photo of it? Oh yeah, they do have photos of it, chat. There's the photo of the EF1 damage indicator. Wait a minute, chat. Wait a minute. This kind of looks similar to what we saw near Fort Braden, Florida. I don't know. We'll keep an eye on it. What was down here? Like, don't they have a photo of this too? Yeah, they have photos of this as well. Yeah, trunk snapped here as well. Then over here as well. Ooh. So this was right at the beginning of the actual tornado's path. We can see that. This was the 107 mile per hour wind gust report, or yeah, 107 mile per hour report. Look at this tree; it's uprooted entirely. Lots of trees snapped in the back. The house looks untouched. Like the house looks fine. So that's great. The house looks fine. Some more snap trees and stuff like that. Pretty. And then look at that. Some tin or some roof damage or something here. Yeah, that's mainly just high-end EF1 damage near Floyd. And then up here towards Laddie is where it caused its first EF3 damage. So if we go to Laddie, Missouri on Google Earth, we can go to Laddie, Missouri on Google Earth right here. Laddie, Missouri. If it can load. Where was I? Was I in the ocean? Okay, great. But anyways, this is Laddie, Missouri. And right along here is where it caused its first kind of damage. Threshold of visible damage, huh? Was this tornado damage? No, it wasn't. Wait. Huh. There's that tractor that we saw earlier. It mangled. Or not mangled, but like thrown. Looks like. But yeah, but near Laddie is where it caused its first kind of intense damage. We can go on Google Earth and we can kind of go up this road here and we can try and figure out where this road is at. Okay, so this is what road? Long Roy Farm Road. Let's just go to Wise Farm Lane. That's smart. Let's go to Wise Farm Lane. Wise Lane. What? Maybe line? Is that lane or line, chat? I'm cooked. That's not how you spell line. I'm dumb. Wise Farm Line. What about Long Roy Farm Road? Long Roy Farm. Yes! Found it! There it is, chat. That's not the road. Yeah, that is. What am I talking about? I'm stupid. Alrighty. We found it. But anyways, this is where it caused its first extent of intense damage here, is along this kind of area. So you can see we got some homes along here. And this home in particular was the one that got caught. This home in particular right here is the one that got rated EF3 damage, as well as this one over here, or a couple of these homes over here. We can go on Street View and we can look at these homes. We can take a look at them. And hold on, I'm not at the right place. But so this is where the tornado went through, and then this is where its worst damage happened. That was my brother's friend. Sorry about that, chat. That's my brother's friend. But anyways, So this home right here is the one that got rated EF3 damage or something like that. And then there was another home up here.
What tornado are you talking about?
Oh, this happened like last or a few days ago, but I'm just going over previous tornado paths and I'm just kind of surveying the damage myself. But yeah, nothing too crazy. But and then this home right over here, oh, you can't go on that road. But this is where the first extent of EF3 damage was. You can see these damage indicators here are the ones that see. You just posted on the Discord where the main areas to watch are. Yeah, I saw that earlier. You seen that? But anyways, here's the first actual EF3 damage indicator it caused. All walls collapsed. This is the 165 mile per hour wind gust thing. Here's one of the photos from the actual damage area or the actual house. You can see um, anchor bolts are visible with washers. Or wait, I think those are the washers. But yeah, I mean, like overall, this home was pretty much swiped clean. Like all the walls were collapsed. You can see some debarking in the back as well, stuff like that. Um, but that's at that. And then another picture right here also shows just anchor bolts visible, but this was the home that was pretty much slabbed. Um, yeah, but this was the one that was rated high end EF3. Um, still got some anchor bolts visible here. I don't know. I mean, this is probably a construction issue right here because it's not attached to the actual sill plate, but it's fine. And then some pretty bad debarking in trees, debarking of the trees in the back here. You can see that in the back. And then here's another picture. Okay, I don't know what I'm looking at here. I'm looking at coins, some basketballs and stuff, but yeah, mainly just kind of the same stuff here. Yeah, pretty crazy. I mean, this was a well, I mean, this doesn't, it didn't look like a super well built home, but I think this was actually, hold on. If we go back to the actual, okay, this right here is the home. So we can go on Google Earth and we can take a look at the home that the pictures. So this was the home that we see the damage pictures from. Looks like a well-built home. It does. But you've also just got to put into what? Who's that behind me? Oh, that's my little brother's friend. It's my little brother's friend. He's just chilling. He's watching the stream. But yeah, I mean, this does look like a well-built home. But I mean, I'm not like a construction expert, guys. I can't tell you if this place. I can't tell you if this place is like well built or not. But I mean, it just looks like it. But and then over here as well. This is also another place. Hold on, if it can load. I might have to refresh it. Um, there we go. What's up, Scott? Welcome to the stream, dude. What's up, man? But then, anyways, the second extent of, or the second actual EF3 damage indicator came from this house right here. Here, let me reset the actual. Came from this house right here. I'm looking at it on Google Earth. So this was the actual second damage indicator. Uh, most walls collapsed except small interior rooms. They actually rated it at 136 miles per hour. And we can take a look at those images there. So, uh, walls collapsed there. Um, yeah, I mean, just destruction. That's all I could say. Um, but at the other place, it was way worse because I mean, the whole home was swept off kind of the foundation, and there were no walls kind of left. You can actually see the actual anchor bolts. But yeah, this is this was the house that prompted that low end EF3 damage indicator rating there. Can't tell you how how well built of a home that was, but um, it does look like that that was where the worst extent of damage was along that kind of area. And we can go to Twitter here. I'm on Twitter right now. This is a picture of the tornado. I think at its peak intensity or something like that. You can see beautiful cone tornado. It's very photogenic, and this was kind of one of the only first tornadoes of the day, or of that day, that I was watching on radar as well. But and then also more pictures of damage as well, and then some radar imagery as well. This is from the tornado. So this is from the tornado we've been looking at on the damage assessment over here near Laddie, Missouri. So radar imagery is very impressive. Beautiful supercell, very tight velocity couplet, and very deep CC drop indicates a very strong tornado. Um, you can just see from the damage pictures like how bad of damage it did. And then after that, it lifted near Robidoux or Ricola, and then I mean it was just that bad for that part of its path. I mean, it was still a very strong tornado either way, but thankfully, nobody else was hurt or nothing else was destroyed. But yeah, it seemed like a pretty strong tornado at one point. You can see here are some more pictures of the damage from that area. Um, I'm assuming this is the picture of the home or this is the home we've been looking at on Google Earth. Probably this one right here. Yeah, that would make the most sense because actually, I don't know. Actually, yeah, that makes sense. But pretty bad tree debarking here. You see it there. Um, here's a video of it. There's a video of the tornado. Some more videos of it. It ended up being pretty concerning for a while. I mean, and this was actually an observed sounding pulled from the actual um environment that the tornado was in, and it was doing the damage in. So this was the actual um environment that the tornado was interacting with. As you can see, it's very potent. 2000 surface-based cape with 110 joules of 3 cape. Our LCLs and our LFCs are very high, very close together, which is not good. Um, you know, our 0 3 kilometer lapse rates are pretty high. Um, everything like that. Our STP was really high. Our EHI is really high. Which probably explains why we had that EF3. Um, and our SRH is really high as well in the lower levels of the atmosphere. To 1 kilometer, 371. I mean, that's pretty potent for intense tornadoes. So I can see why that happened. I can see why that happened. Okay, next tornado. The next tornado get rated EF3 is the one I've been looking at here. This one here is is a big one. This is the one that a lot of us were watching at the moment. Yeah, if any of these hit where you would live, you'd be screwed. But yeah, anyways, this was the Bay to Lake City to Leechville, Arkansas tornado, and this was a very heavily documented tornado. It was also very photogenic, and I was watching Ryan Holyall's stream when he was forecasting and just kind of forecasting this tornado or just doing coverage on it. Crazy, like I can't tell you, like what I just can't tell you, man. It's insane. And it looks like they haven't added that yet to the path, or they haven't added, or they haven't added. Um, the actual damage path to damage assessment toolkit yet, so we'll just have to wait. But yeah, this tornado was very. I think this tornado was violent. I mean, I think this tornado definitely deserves, or not deserves, but I feel like this tornado definitely had EF4 strength. I feel like this tornado definitely had EF4 strength. Yeah, we'll watch it in a few minutes here just to get a better view of it. But anyways, this is just a few. This is just a few words on it. A large multiple vortex wedge tornado. A wedge tornado is a wide tornado. So wedge is really means it's wider than it is tall. Like that. That's what I. That's basically what a wedge is. It's just a very wide tornado of at least EF3 intensity. So they're just saying this is at least an intense tornado. Prompted the issuance of a tornado emergency as it touched down and passed near Lake City late on April 2nd. The tornado initially formed east of Jonesboro at track northeast, destroying 5 homes and narrowly missing the city of Manette. This area had previously been hit by an EF4 tornado in December 2021. If any of you remember that tornado, it was very violent and it was very destructive. One of the most memorable tornadoes in our time, for sure. And the tornado also prompted the issuance of another tornado emergency of Ramona and Leachville. And the NWS surveys have paused. Which sucks, but it's okay. But they do say this tornado had winds of over 150 miles per hour. So we can go ahead and take a look at some of the damage photos and just overall stuff on, or just media on this tornado, because there's a lot. So here's a video here of the tornado. Sorry, my mic randomly shuts off like every once in a while. But yeah, this is one of the few videos of this tornado. It's a very shaky video, but you can see how like fast this tornado is moving. Like, look at the motion on this tornado, guys. That is a violent tornado. Like, that's a violent tornado, guys. Like, look at the way it's spinning. I can't tell you anything else. It's violent. And then this might have been the beginning stages of it. Whoa. This might have been the beginning stages of the tornado here. See the really small wall cloud for the tornado here. And then, yeah, look at the funnel. It's dropping really fast. And then it's also moving really fast as well. But yeah, you can see the funnel right there making ground contact. Wow, that's a real... Wow. And then look, it's ripping up stuff that's doing damage down there. Already, it looks like a significant and strong tornado. Look how fast it's moving, guys. That tornado is booking it. That tornado is booking it. And this was the beginning stages of the tornado. But then you can see it starts widening out at the top of the tornado. And it starts becoming kind of like a stovepipe or like a cone of sorts. But look how fast it's moving. Power flashes. You can see the power flashes. But holy cow, dude, that is a crazy video. And then, you know, the Brandon Kopic video. The Brandon Kopic video, of course, shows this giant, violent tornado. Look at how fast it's moving, guys. Look at the horizontal vortices on the side of it. And in front of it, look. These are horizontal vortices popping out here. Look how, look at the violent motion on that thing. That is a violent tornado, guys. I cannot tell you. I can't tell you more. You know, that is a violent tornado. What? What else do you want me to say? Like, wow. Look at that. That is a horizontal vortex, guys. That's a big horizontal vortex. I have never seen that large of a horizontal vortex ever on a tornado. Just goes to show how violent that tornado really was. And then here's some like early damage photos of the tornado. And you can see homes just kind of really kind of wiped off their foundations. I mean, there is some like areas of walls that are there still, but overall, I mean, there's just places that are gone, and there's cars thrown. Um, yeah, this is the path of the actual Lake City, Arkansas tornado, and then this was also the path of the 2021 EF4. So they passed really close together. Whoa, what happened? Did my thing just lag, chat? But other than that, I mean, that's basically also another video of the tornado as well. Yeah, this kind of looks. Yeah, this kind of is similar to the Rainsville EF5. I'm not gonna lie. Look at that similarity. Look at the similarity. Look at this video. This video is crazy. Like, look at that horizontal vortex, dude. That is a giant horizontal vortex. It looks like a hand that's reaching down from the sky, and it's just like, yeah. What? Some more damage here. Wow. Wow. Absolutely insane. And look at this. This was a before and after. Beautiful Dodge Ram truck. Uh, tossed and rolled a mile by the tornado. It's mangled and the tires are gone. It's a complete loss. It's mangled. Like, it's completely mangled. And you also can notice the ground scouring on the ground as well, and the actual kind of granulation occurring there. Violent tornado damage. Like, violent damage. Wild, to be honest. This is kind of what prompts me to say, yeah, this is a low-end EF4. Because it takes a lot of strength to actually mangle a Dodge Ram. And, of course, like, this photo as well. Like, that's a violent tornado. And you can see wind rowing. There's some wind rowing occurring here. There's that actual Dodge Ram truck there. What's up, Jake? Welcome to the stream, dude. Lots of wind rowing, quite a bit of ground scouring as well. That home, there's a lot of debarking going on here. Lots of debarking. This home, gone. This home, it looks like it's just some of the exterior walls collapsed. The roof's kind of gone. This home was wiped clean. This mobile home was gone. It's gone. Like, I don't know. When the NWS Little Rock can do their surveys, we'll finally figure out what the final rating of this tornado was. But I'm telling you, I don't think it's. I personally think it shouldn't be high end EF3. I think it should be at least low end EF4 because it takes a lot of strength to mangle a Ram 1500 like that. Also, another photo of the Lake City damage. This is a car here that looks like it's pierced by a stick of some sort. Hold on real quick, chat. My grandma's calling me. Sorry about that, y'all. My grandma's calling me. But yeah, just heartbreaking damage. This is also an observed sounding pulled from the Lake City, Arkansas tornado. This was the environment in which the storm that produced the tornado was in. So as you can see, very high cape, 3,000 cape, 152 3 cape, which is a lot. Shear is really high, 0 to 1 kilometer SRH of 543. That is one of the craziest soundings I think I've ever seen. That is a wild sounding, guys. Wow. Look at that. That's crazy. Yeah, also another... I can't wait till when they add the actual stuff to the damage assessment toolkit like that, but... Because you just sent on Discord. Oh, wow. 3,519 plus total warnings have been issued from March 26th through April 6th, 2025. That is insane. That is absolutely incredible. That is just absolutely incredible. Cannot begin to... it's incredible. It really is. It really is, guys. And then another tornado that happened was the Jeffersontown to Eastwood, Kentucky tornado. This tornado wasn't really highly documented, but I mean, there is quite a few stuff on it, or there is quite a bit. Ugh, I can't talk. There is quite a bit of stuff on it. That's Missouri. This is Kentucky. But it went right through Jeffersontown, Kentucky. Don't know where Jeffersontown is, I'm not gonna lie. I'm assuming it has not been added to damage assessment toolkit yet, but yeah, most likely not. Considerable severe thunderstorm warning in North Carolina, 70-mile-per-hour winds. Wow. It's crazy. Oh yeah, you can see some this tornado here, Jeffersontown to Eastwood, Kentucky, had 145-mile-per-hour winds. It was a low end EF3, but caused damage to multiple businesses and apartments in Jeffersontown. A 2-story daycare building had its roof ripped off, and 5 businesses and a strip of offices lost their roof. The headquarters of Papa John's, an American pizza restaurant chain, suffered minor damage from the tornado. Surveys are delayed right now. So, but here's some of the damage photos. Flattened. Wow. And then here's the radar imagery. This really isn't impressive radar imagery, which kind of leads me to believe that no matter the radar presentation, a tornado can still be an intense tornado or to violent. Like this is not a very impressive kind of signature. Like this isn't a very strong velocity signature, but this is a deep CC drop. But like just it just know like even with the poor radar imagery that we're seeing here, it can still be like um significant if you know what I mean. It can still be an intense tornado. That's what I'm trying to say. And here's another picture from Jeffersontown. Just a lot of damage. Just damage everywhere. And then another tornado that happened was the very heavily documented as well, very heavily documented. Wait, Senatobia, Mississippi. Senatobia, Mississippi tornado. But this tornado was rated EF3 plus. A home was destroyed at high-end EF3 intensity. Preliminary information. So that's in Senatobia, Mississippi. Reed Timmer was chasing this tornado. The nocturnal wedge tornado the night of the April 2nd high risk that we chased from Coldwater to Senatobia, Mississippi has been rated an EF3. This was a picture of the tornado. This is a picture of the Senatobia, Mississippi tornado. Large kind of wedge tornado as well. Wedge tornado. Wedge fest out here. And here's some of the damage in Senatobia, EF3. Yeah, I mean that's a well-built brick home, it looks like. Lots of damage here as well. Wow. Look, you can see cars out in the field and stuff, and there's just a bunch of damage everywhere. I would love to compile just a bunch of images and like make a little video or a documentary about everything and just start going over stuff. And here's also um, a drone footage of the damage. You can see there's a lot of homes destroyed by the tornado. Significant damage. Significant damage. And then this was the actual radar imagery. Big hook echo, big CC drop on radar. You can see that there. What's up, Aubriana? Welcome to the stream. How are you doing? How are you doing? How's your day going? How's your day going? But yeah, that's some of the tornado damage from Senatobia. And then also the Selmer, Tennessee tornado was one of the more intense ones of the night. You can take a look at that. The Selmer, Tennessee tornado. RIP to the 6 people who died during this tornado. Winds of over 160 miles per hour, killing at least 6 people. Wow, that is so that's so heartbreaking to hear. That's so terrifying to hear. 21 plus injuries as well. But this was also just a horrible tornado, and I'm doing great, Aubryon. I'm doing great. Just doing some research, really. They also have not added this to the actual assessment toolkit yet. I'm assuming they will at some point, but they probably will. But yeah, here's some of the damage photos from Selmer, Tennessee. Just a horrifying damage. Horrifying. And that's a photo of the tornado. supposedly. Yeah, here's the photo of the tornado. Just a large tornado in general. And then you can see here's some of the drone footage. Slabbed residence or a building or a barn house there. Um, a bunch of cars flipped over. Other stuff like that. Trying to see some other stuff. Yeah, like look at this damage right here. Lots of windrowing and kind of ground scouring ongoing here. I think a lot of these homes were mobile homes, though, honestly. And there's quite a bit of debarking as well. Yeah, look at that slabbed home. Wow. Significant damage. Wow. Unreal. Tune back in for a second. Good job, dude. Thanks, man. Trying my best out here. Oh, gosh. My lips are chapped. That's not good. That's not good. And also, the tornado emergency. Take a look at that as well. I think this is the next one. Yeah, just give me a second. Yeah, so the Sladen, Mississippi to Grand Junction, Tennessee tornado um was rated EF3 plus. Wow. Okay. This did have a um I saw that. But this is the one that Gooseman's talking about. He sent me the actual warning message for the Sladen, Mississippi Grand Junction, Tennessee tornado. A large and destructive wedge tornado struck the towns of Slade, Mississippi, and Grand Junction, Tennessee, prompting the issuance of the second tornado emergency of the outbreak early on April 3rd. Debris was reportedly lofted 20,000 feet into the air. I think that number was higher, actually. He hasn't. I'm sorry about that. You gotta take risks every now and then, but sometimes they don't work out. I'm sorry about that. But I think it did loft way higher than that. I think it was at least 30,000 feet. A preliminary survey assigned this tornado an EF3 rating over to 150-mile-per-hour winds. Wow. We can go ahead and take a look at. I don't know if there's going to be a lot of tornado damage photos, but we'll be able to see. Here's a photo of the tornado. Whoa. This is one of the more closer photos I've seen of the Sladen, Mississippi tornado. That's a big tornado. And then here's some tornado damage from that area. Looks like uh, lots of damaged homes. And here's the radar imagery. This radar imagery was the most impressive of the outbreak. Debris ball and reflectivity right here. Very strong velocity couplet. Very deep CC drop. Like into like crazy. And this is the 3D storm. And then look, yeah. Yeah, probably 30 to 30,000, 30 to 33,000 feet. 30 to 33,000 feet. Somewhere along there. Somewhere along there, Chad. Grand Junction. Uh, I mean, that's just weird. But yeah. Whoa. March 31st, 2023. Really? Huh? Okay. Just kidding. I'm just kidding. But anyways, yeah, those were all the intense tornadoes of that outbreak. Um, I'm gonna go ahead and end stream real quick, chat. I'm gonna have to do quite a few things. It is my mom's birthday today, but I'm gonna end stream for a little bit. I will be live later tonight for sure. Because um, I'm gonna probably be playing Twisted or something. But if I'm not, then I fell asleep and I forgot. But I will be live later tonight. Um, but I'm gonna have to go. I really appreciate everybody for tuning in the stream. Thank you guys so much for tuning in while you could. It's been a fun stream. 17 likes. Thank you guys so much for all the support. But anyways, yeah. See you guys later.